working a lot on these new animations recently, over the last few days actually. My normal pace of getting artwork out is normally within a day. I've been so used to that over the last year or so. But now that I've been experimenting with animations, there's a couple different softwares that I have to use. I have to get up to speed on a lot of stuff. There's a lot more learning I have to do. So there's still a piece that I'm working on. I've been working on it for days, and I haven't done that for a piece of art for a very long time. But I'm trying to, well, not trying. I'm moving my artwork forward in this medium of animation because I would love to have some type of movement to my work to build out this story that I've mentioned before in previous videos. I have these 4 characters, and I want to slowly start rolling out bits and pieces of the story with the artwork. Because if you've seen any of my recent work, either on Instagram or Twitter, I probably should start posting it on here for you too, on YouTube somewhere. But I'm not really trying to be a content creator or come off that way. So I'll figure out what to do for you. But with the work, especially in the descriptions and in a few of the pieces, it has words in there that are animated that you can read that help tell the story about what the character's thinking in that moment, the scene that I've put together. And so it's just stuff. A lot of new things I'm experimenting with. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing that. I haven't worked with. I've done 2D like work forever, and now I'm doing. It's still 2D artwork, but I'm adding the animated elements to it, and I'm just trying to figure out a way to do that I like, and trying to put my own twist on it somehow. But I still have to learn a lot of the basics, and then I can, when I have that foundation down, learning the tools more, then I think I can build upon that and put my own twist on things, whether it's different colors or how blending different animations together, filters, certain effects. I still have a lot of exploration to do, so I'll eventually get to a point where I'm making something that's really unique and um, I'm comfortable with and that I love. So just a lot more time needs to go into this. Now, with what I used to do before with the 2D artwork, I can pump out a ton of it. Multiple pieces a day. There'll be days where I create like 5, 6 different ones, where it's like just the ideas are just flowing through my mind, and I'm getting them all on that digital canvas. But with the animation, since I'm still learning the basics, I have to watch tutorials on like slow down mode so that I don't miss steps. But yes, it's a new thing. I sent some of the pieces to some of my collectors. Got a lot of good feedback and some suggestions here and there, which I'll definitely be looking into. And stuff that I knew that I would want to do, especially like some more details on the images with the characters, whether it's the background or the characters themselves, just a little bit of movement here and there. But I'm learning the basics right now, and I will get to that point where it's going to look a lot more fluid and I don't know what other word to use right now. It's late. I'm not going to try to burn out the rest of my brain power that I have left because I still have some more YouTube tutorials to watch about animating 2D artwork. So, what else? What else can I tell you about? I minted on Solana. I minted 3 new pieces of art, and it's actually 3 of the videos that I've been working on. And I posted those on Instagram and Twitter for everyone to see. And I minted them on Exchange Art for a good price. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is there. You know, it's so much discussion. Did I mention this on the last video? I don't want to do it again if I did. Oh man. Well, I'll just do it real quick. There's been a lot of discussion around price, doing free mints, editions, and that kind of stuff in the crypto art or the digital art, Web3 art sphere, or whatever you want to call it. And for me, I was almost to the point where I was going to create a big edition, like multiple edition pieces. But in my, heart, I was like, I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to do it. Even though I've collected a ton of artwork in the past, most of the art that I collect are one-of-ones, because that feeling of owning a piece of art that you love that no one else can have is unmatched from anything else for me personally. So as an artist, when I'm making artwork, I would want to, the collector of that work to feel the same way, knowing that their piece of art is only for them and it will be theirs forever unless they sell it. So I was right there about to mint a ton of editions for Tezos Soul, and I was thinking of, well, not really. I wasn't really thinking about doing one for ETH on the main net, because layer twos, I'm like, y'all do y'all thing over there. I'm not into the layer twos right now, like base and all these other things. I'm really just about ETH mainnet, Tezos Soul. I haven't mentioned anything new on Tezos yet. It's something I want to do, a little something different over there. And I don't know the sentiment on the Tezos side. I was really deep into Tezos like a few years ago. So I knew what was going on, like the ecosystem, what people were spending and that kind of stuff. I have no idea what's going on over there. I would just assume that it's still a lot of the same. At the time when I was more deeply into collecting, it was the Tezos side. Again, I was more into Tezos than the other chains, so it might have been the same on other chains. But there was so much AI artwork being dumped on there. And at the time, and this was early AI, like the GAN stuff, and what was the other thing called? Not Stable Diffusion. It was something else, but a lot of the work started looking similar, and I was like, I don't know about all this, because I collected a lot of early AI stuff, but when Object and the other Tezos platforms started getting inundated with so much AI artwork, I kind of backed off of the AI stuff specifically. But okay, before I ramble on too much, I just want to get to the point for you. Tezos, I didn't see a lot of people selling one-of-ones for, premium prices over there. There were, and I was buying artwork over there on Tezos, one-of-ones for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at the time. And again, 98% of the artwork I bought, I loved it enough to buy it, and I didn't care about the price. But I got to a point where I'm like, man, this is quality work being sold over here, but there's so much work being sold for extremely cheap or extremely low, and I just didn't understand it. Uh, I would see people selling one of ones for like one test, and again, you can do whatever you want, but that's just the perception. I know for other collectors may have been like, man, if you don't see value in your work, you know, why should I? I don't know. It was weird over there for a while, and so many edition pieces, so much AI selling the work for so low. I didn't even know. I don't even know if I want to mint a one of one over there, even though that's really all what I want to mint. It'll probably. I just would assume it'll be sitting there for a very long time, and I guess I can't complain. I mean, my one of ones on Soul and ETH can be sitting for a long time, so I guess that's not a good excuse. Yeah, scratch that last like minute or two I was talking. Yeah, I just don't know if people, because I know people on Soul are buying artwork for thousands or high hundreds of dollars USD value. I know people on ETH mainnet are buying work for a premium price in USD value, but on Tezos, I don't know if that's even happening over there. It's just probably still the same stuff going on. People doing these high editions for these extremely low prices to and assume that that's gonna help with the secondary sales and all that kind of stuff, which I'm not really big into when it comes to like having to force movement on secondary market for your work. But again, it's just coming from somebody who's still trying to become a full time artist, so I could be wrong, but that's just how I think right now. And I don't want to put work on Tezos for a low price. I'm not doing that. So when I do eventually mint something, there is going to be at a more premium price, um, because I love everything that I put into the work and the joy that I get from making it. And then I put a lot more details into the description, like what I'm listening to while I was making it, how long it took me to make the artwork, what the character, what I believe the character is saying or narrating in that scene or that image. Doing that with a lot more of my recent work that I'm minting is something I'm having fun with, because this is something I always think about when I'm making the art, but I never actually took the time to write it down or type it up to, so when I mint it and try to sell it, that the people know like what kind of headspace I'm in, all that kind of stuff. Another thing that I want to start doing, I want to do individual videos like these and then like in the description when I mint the work, put the YouTube link so somebody could just copy and paste it. It'll be an unlisted video, not something that everybody can access, only people that have the link. And have that so I can tell them a little bit more if I want to go more in depth about the character, the scene, how what inspired it, all that kind of stuff. So just thinking about some different stuff too for the people that want to go deeper into understanding what the artwork is about. Just having different forms of that for them, where I'm typing a lot more details in the descriptions, and then also giving a video that gives a little more background in the scene and the character's name, some of the lore that I'm trying to create behind the scenes for this story, for this series that I'll eventually bring to life. So, yep. Another thing that I'm doing, I'll do. I just need to find the right company or the right place to do it. Fine art prints. Now, I've been thinking about it for a long time, and when it comes to prints, I'm not going to, at least right now, at this moment, July 1st, I don't want to just do unlimited prints. I want it to be one of ones or very low editions, maybe 3 max. But I want to start doing some fine art prints that will be one of ones or low editions, one of 3, maybe 5. That's pushing it. I'll be selling those for a premium, and you'll get some special stuff with those pieces. And I want to make sure that it's printed on the highest quality paper that I can find, or at least that's available for. You know what? I can think. I know there's some companies here in Charleston. I need to look into that. But I prefer print on demand, so I don't have to do that part. It's just, and if you watch a lot of videos, you know how picky I am with time outside of time for family, wife, other outside things during the day. When I have this time in the evenings, when it's normally about between 10:30 p.m. all the way to about 2 a.m., I want to make sure that I have as much time in there to work on art and not on all the extra stuff, because I just feel that takes away from it. And what's going to make me successful and make art a full-time thing is the art. So I need to put more time into the art and less time into making sure I'm posting a million times on social media. Even though I'll still be posting on there. I just won't be. I'm limiting especially scrolling. I go on there and post, and I time myself on how long I can scroll. At that time, I put myself on a timer, so I'll scroll and look at people that I love in the space, other collectors the collectors who've collected my work. Look at other artists that I love. I just scroll for a certain amount of time that I have for that day, and I like posts, I comment, and that kind of stuff. So again, I want to have as much time bank saved in the bank for that day that I can work on improving my work, which will in turn make me more. I mean, put me in a better situation to become a full time artist. I know that kind of sounded, the way I put that sentence together, didn't. It might sound better when I listen back to this, but yeah, I didn't like that. But hey, it's almost 1:30 a.m. and I decided to wait till now to do this video, even though I could have done it hours ago. But yeah, yeah, fine art prints will be coming soon. I need to figure out best practices. What am I talking about? Not best practices. I need to figure out what are the best companies for it. What's the best paper to use to print these things? I know I know a little bit about sublimation and that kind of stuff, but I I want, because if they're gonna pay for the premium price for, I want to give collectors the highest quality materials. And I want to also give them some other special stuff to go with it. So, what else? What else can I tell you about? I think that's pretty much everything. Book. That was probably backwards for you, but As a Man Thinketh, James Allen. I'm about to start just dumping this into my head every day. I still haven't gotten to I mentioned this on a video some weeks ago. Sam Walton, the biography for Sam Walton, the guy who created Walmart. Still haven't gone through that yet. I know I've had the time, but I've taken that allotted time that I have for reading and put it and squeeze more art in there. So I'm going to probably have to get audio versions of some of these books just so I can, well, I guess that won't be very productive either. If I'm having an audio book playing in my ears while I'm making art, that's going to mess up both of them. I won't be able to retain what I'm hearing, and the art probably will get funky. I'm answering my own questions on this thing. I'm a weirdo. I'm talking to myself on the camera and answering my own questions and coming to different conclusions while I'm doing it. This is weird. But yeah. What else? I think that's everything I got for you. I have to do some more studying tonight before I pass out at this computer. Studying animations and simple ones that I can start working on because I'm still a super beginner. And just improving on that when I have the allotted time, and coming up with some new ideas, which I do have, and working towards becoming that world-renowned artist that I will be someday. And yeah, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. I know you could be doing anything else. You might even be, because behind me, you probably can't see it, but it was laundry day. So my studio on laundry day always turns into the clothes folding separate room. So it's like, you can't see them from this angle, but it's like a million piles of clothes, kids' clothes, my clothes, wife's clothes, and towels and all that kind of stuff. It's a million piles of that stuff back here. So if you're listening to this while you're doing some type of task, whether you're at work or you're at home or you're out running errands, you're in the car, whatever you're doing, I thank you for being here. I really appreciate you taking the time. And until next time, peace.